Four construction pros from Con Expo 17 here at the Las Vegas Convention Center. And I'd like you to meet now Paul Heffernan, who's the CEO of Clark Testing. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, Roger.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Tell me a little bit about what your company does.
Clark Testing is a multifaceted test company. We provide mechanical testing to manufacturers and OEMs, and we also do raw material and lubrication analysis. And so most of the major manufacturers in a variety of industries do business with Clark Testing.
So you bring a process to bear that actually tests the capacity of the equipment as it's built?
Yeah, a lot of times what we do is we assist the manufacturers with validating their products before they go to market.
Okay.
So what they'll do is if they have new product development or a design improvement, what Clark does is we will take it and put it through its sort of accelerated life cycle, simulating where that product is going to be, say if it's out on a major piece of heavy equipment, or if it's a piece that's going on another component. We accelerate the aging and sort of put it through the rigors of the life that it's going to see.
Now you do this by electronic testing and that sort of situation, or actual physical equipment testing?
So pretty much both. So we do electronic and physical testing. So from the physical side, we have shake tables, we can vibrate equipment, we simulate earthquakes, we've got seismic shake tables, and then we've got structural load tables, and we can do a load test on, say, gearboxes or powertrains. We also do, on electronic side, we simulate the environment, say a piece of electronic equipment in these chambers that we have. So we do electromagnetic compatibility and more or less any kind of testing that a manufacturer has to do, we can do it at Clark Testing.
Really?
Yes.
And you're having a major milestone this year, are you not?
That's correct. Thank you for bringing that up. We're celebrating our 25th year in business.
My goodness.
Started out back in 1992, and we've been operating. We've got 5 laboratories in 4 states, about 150 lab engineers, technicians, and folks throughout the Midwest area.
Well, let me ask you, what's intriguing to you as all this new technology that's now coming aboard, with everybody incorporating all new safety systems and new technology for operating machines? How does that embellish you as far as what your company does?
Well, it works really very closely with what we offer to our customers. So most manufacturers are trying to make their components more cost effective, lighter, cheaper, and maybe with more torque or more strength. And so what Clark does is we're able to sort of work in unison with the customer, with the design engineers and product development engineers. And what Clark does is we sort of are an extension of that engineering group and help them with the new product development that's going on in the company.
Have you discovered that there's any, product qualifications that are necessarily not being adapted by some of the OEMs?
Well, a lot of times what testing is driven either by new product qualification or failure. So if a product is out in the field and it's going through the rigors of the particular environment that it's in, and if for some reason it's not able to achieve what it wants to do, a particular component breaks or fails, then what the engineers typically will have to do is go back to the drawing board. And therefore what they'll do is bring it into a laboratory setting and put it through sort of the processes that it sees in the field.
Now, have you the ability also to test for environmental?
Yes, we do environmental testing, so we've got thermal chambers where we can simulate heat, cold, humidity. We can also do a shake test, so we can do a vibration test in a thermal environment as well. So we can adapt pretty much any kind of test program to what the customer or component's needs are.
Well, you certainly represent a unique segment of this industry and what you bring to bear in the marketplace. And as far as OEMs are concerned, I would think that your work is almost, a prerogative here of having to operate in the system that we have.
Sure, it's critical. So most manufacturers have test labs within their organization.
Sure,
so,
absolutely.
A lot of times where we come in is they may not have the capacity we have because we can do large components. We can do a structural test on equipment in excess of 1.5 million pounds. Not many test laboratories can do that in the United States. Additionally, sometimes they bottleneck. There's not enough capacity in their laboratory, so they'll come to Clark Testing, or if they want a third-party verification. If they want to just validate what their laboratory is doing, and they want sort of a third party to come out and validate what their test programs are. And a lot of test programs are done under certain regulatory guidelines, and so sometimes they'll have to outsource it to a independent laboratory.
Very interesting. Well, I certainly appreciate you stopping by and bringing along your message, and congratulations, 25 years, that's something to think about.
Yeah, we're all pretty excited, and we got a great group of people. It's the team we have.
Paul Heffernan, who's the CEO of Clark Testing, right here, ConExpo 17.